Hundreds. It's a coach. You're immersed in the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks as they get set to...
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now, third and long.
All right, here we go. Blue, land it. Blue,
he'll drop to throw. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be fourth down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
On first down, Goodman. It's caught, Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores, and, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the crease.
That's caught inside the 20, and he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. And that one results in 35 yards. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big game there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for him after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Sanders now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
To throw again. Goodman. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Looking to throw. Goodman. This will be caught at about the 5. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanders now to kick this one away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 73 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
On the run, this is Hunt. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Nick Nelson, who played his college ball at Wisconsin, had the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll leave it for Hunt, complete. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now it's Hunt. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they ended up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Hunt. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
All right, here we go. Boom, 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Now Hunt. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Let's go. 319. 319.
Back to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the